Good evening, everyone, and welcome to digiMAX Sports Network. This is Scott Kirker along with Randy McGool. Randy, we talked about this back in January when Morton beat us at Morton. We'd probably be seeing each other again in the regional, and here we are.
Hey, I didn't expect it to be this early, Scott, but, the way the pairings were. But here, we got a top 10 in the state matchup, So in that regional here, I don't think there's any other place in the state, maybe one other place that's happening. But, these teams have split during the regular season, and here we are, win or go home.
Yeah, for sure. This is a top 10 matchup. We talked about the other night how Belleville Altoff is playing Pinckneyville. That's 1 and 2 in Class 2A, playing in a regional championship game. So one of those really good teams is going to go home tonight. Same here tonight. One of these two teams is going to get ready for baseball. So hopefully it's Metamora that's getting moving on to the sectional, and but it's going to be a great night. It's a huge crowd. You look across, you see the crowd. It's already pretty full. Our side's pretty full, and that's both teams over there on both schools on that side. It's going to be a great matchup.
It's going to be a great game. Not a lot of seats left here in the gym, and I really think they're probably going to maybe turn a few people away here tonight. We're going to get the capacity, so I expect it to be a great night, and everybody's going to be fired up and a lot on the line. Only one's walking away with some hardware and going to move on for the season. So big night for both programs.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk with the head coach of the Redbirds.
Contact Greg Harmon for an auto quote today.
Welcome back to Dunlap High School, Coach. We've been saying that a lot lately, but it's another big game tonight.
Another Middle Illini game, too. How about that?
Yeah, another big. Yeah, it is. It's another big game. You've kind of circled this game ever since the game or the night over at Morton. And so this is kind of a revenge game. This is the rubber match between the two schools.
Yep, we were kind of hoping for this.
Yeah, for sure.
Coach, what do the Birds have to do tonight? You've seen these guys twice. What do you got to do tonight here at Dunlap? Same thing as the other night. We got to take care of the ball, get good shots every time down, and we got to defend like our season's on the line.
Which it is.
Yeah.
This is for both schools. From now on, every game is the game's on the line. So
right.
Your season's on the line.
Right.
Coach, I thought last Wednesday night, Jonah Font kind of took some strides. He really played well in the post against a bigger, stronger player in Max Sutter. He's going to have that kind of a game again tonight against Wes Judeman.
Yeah, absolutely. Wes is an even better player than Max. A lot better in my opinion. So he's going to have to play even better tonight.
Matthew Zobers is another one. He's always come through for you. This is the kind of game that he's kind of been, I want to say, built for, kind of.
Yeah, for sure. You hope your best players come through in big games like this, and especially when they're seniors and their season's on the line. So we're looking for big things from all those guys tonight. Coach, in terms of physicality, it seemed like and the first two regional games, they really let these teams play. Yep. Really hoping for that. And do you feel like that is the benefit of the Birds, or is that a detriment, or where do you feel like that physicality falls in? If we play physical, it'd be good if they don't call a lot. If they're calling it, then we're going to have to adjust. So we'll just see how it goes. Like you said the other night, they let us play a little bit. So we'll see how it goes the first few minutes. Maybe they want to come out and kind of get it under control early. This is going to be a very physical game. No matter how they call it, it's going to be a physical battle.
Coach, we'll let you get going here, but good luck bringing home a W.
Thanks, guys.
That'll do it. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the keys to tonight's win.
Welcome to Kaufman Wellness Center. Our spinal decompression therapy helps alleviate pain and promote healing without the need for invasive surgery.
I started having back pain issues about 3 years ago. Started doing some decompression therapy as soon as they had that, and I think that has shown a major improvement. I walked out of the office feeling significantly better than when I walked in the first time.
Throughout working, my body's been abused for well over 50 years, and Dr. Kaufman has kept me to where I could continue to work.
At Kaufman Wellness Center, your journey to wellness starts here.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, how's the college visit?
You remembered. It's good.
Does it make the short list?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Knowing our clients personally is what we do.
It's okay. This is what we've been planning for.
And with over 13,000 financial advisors, we do it a lot. It's why Edward Jones is the big company that doesn't act that way.
For financial strategies and one-on-one advice, contact Kevin Kyle.
What sets Snyder Village apart from other retirement living options? With a campus of over 40 acres, Snyder Village is a life plan community, offering several levels of care at one convenient location. From independent living to assisted living to skilled nursing, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Snyder Village is a faith-based community, providing for the physical, emotional, and spiritual needs of others. As a nonprofit organization, Snyder Village offers a local touch. Come see why people call Snyder Village home. Visit SnyderVillage.com.
Martin's sign service team, led by third-generation sign installer Andrew Martin, is excited for another year of serving as Central Illinois' premier full-service sign company. Not only are we a proud authorized Watchfire digital message sign dealer, but we can custom design and fabricate a brand new sign to your specifications, as well as repair and upgrade your existing signage. Remember, you only have one chance to make a good first impression. Call Martin Sign Service today for a free quote.
Germantown Grill, where our staff loves the game as much as you do. Football, basketball, baseball, whatever your sport, we'll be cheering right along as we serve up your hometown favorites. We've got everything you need to celebrate the wins. Food and flavors to satisfy any craving. Plus, the best private gaming around, powered by Gold Rush Gaming, the gold standard in video gaming. Only at Germantown Grill in Germantown Hills.
Welcome back to Dunlap as both teams, well, Morton heads to the locker room. Metamora still out shooting around. Randy, keys for you for Metamora, for a Metamora victory. What do you have to see from Metamora?
You know, we got to be physical. We've got to score in the paint. And then defensively, you know, we've got to hold McKee down. McKee's a great shooter for them. And we got to keep Goodman, you know, from sliding to his left and making those little shots, you know. So we keep, you know, and keep them off the boards, both sides, you know. So we do those 5 things. I think we're in real good shape.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think when we get the ball in the paint, we have to make sure we make those buckets. We can't miss bunnies.
Yeah, it's going to be physical though. You know, if there was any kind of a preview to how these officials are approaching the postseason, at least the other night, you know, I mean, they let these guys play in both games, in the Morton Galesburg game and the Metamora Dunlap game, more than I've seen, you know, in a long time. I mean, it almost had a college feel to it in terms of how they let these bodies bang up against each other. So we'll see whose advantage that plays to. You know, I got to feel like it's going to play to Metamora's advantage, but, you know, it just depends on how we're finishing in the lane and things like that. But, you know, to me, it's about the paint here. You know, both teams are going to hit some shots, but whoever scores more in the paint, down low, and plays more physical is going to take the trophy home tonight.
Well, I think you're right about that. I think, you know, and I think I'd be interested to see how Metamora comes out. Do they come out with Zobrist on Gudeman? That way you can leave Funk in the lane as like a rim protector, you know, but then you're going to be leaving somebody kind of open. So does he guard somebody that you don't think is maybe one of their main scorers?
Well, there were spots in the game last time, if I remember correctly, where they literally had Funk guarding Trip Brugard, you know, knowing that Brugard's not that big of an outside threat to score. So they literally had him sagging off Brugard, and then he was there to help out, block shots and stuff. And then they had Zobrist guarding Goodman. And, you know, the thing about that is they're both left-handed players. And so they, that speaks up level. You're not a lefty, you're just not used to that as a right-handed player, how he slides and things. And then, to me, another key matchup, I think you're going to have Ashton Greaves guarding McKee.
Yeah.
And Greaves, that's a no-help situation where he's just staying with them on the backside. He's not helping out at all. But McKee is a lethal scorer. We saw it the other night against Galesburg. I mean, he hit a couple threes against us. Last time at Morton, he got to the rim a few times, and then he hit a couple threes in the second half. So he's that extra scorer that they have that is dangerous. We've got to contain him.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I'm a little bit of a superstitious guy. I was hoping we'd go with the black uniforms tonight.
Yeah, I don't know that it matters, but I know what you're saying. Back in high school, if I had a 30-point game, I'd wear the same socks the next game. Now I washed them in between, what I mean? But
don't wash away those good
maybe I washed away. Didn't have two 30-point games in a row. But still, as an athlete, you got to be a little bit superstitious. But I look at us offensively, and Funk's really got to establish himself down low, and we've got to hit the boards. And we start looking at some of the three-point shooting that Metamora has had, kind of that inside out and that look to Brady Jones and that look to Ramage. And when those guys knock down their threes, Metamora becomes really difficult to guard.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about what Ashton Greaves is going to show us today. If he takes that to rim, he can finish in the lane, very capable. So I just want to see him play. Yeah, he's had dunks this year, but when he plays confidently on the offensive side, this team just takes a whole other level up.
Yeah.
He
hasn't had a dunk in a while, so I look for him to have something big tonight.
Absolutely. So, yeah. So just going down kind of the stats here, Scotty. Metamora comes in at 26-6, 13-1 in the Middle Illini. Morton comes in at 25-6, 12-2 in the Middle Illini. You mentioned it before. I think Morton's ranked number 5 in the state. Metamora's ranked number 6 in the state.
7.
Is it 7? Okay. So, the first two games this season, December 13th, these teams played at Illinois Wesleyan. Metamora won 52-46. And the second time they played, January 28th, was at Morton. Morton got it 59-42. And that game was close. Just at the end, Morton kind of pulled away and started making free throws and whatnot. So, what a matchup here for a regional final. I mean, this really feels like a sectional final. When you really think about the caliber of these two programs.
Sure.
I think you've got on the other side, local teams. You've got Peoria Central and Richwood's upset East Peoria, East Peoria in the regional, which was kind of a surprise. But, Du Bois and Kit, their two key players, are sophomores. So I don't know that they're going to let that happen the next 2 years.
You never know. They make those regionals out, long before the season starts. So you don't really know who's going to be good at the end of the season. So it's unfortunate, but that's the way it is.
Yeah, so crazy. But you got Central and Richwoods, and again, those teams, that they'll be playing their third time this year as well. So a lot of familiarity here in the Peoria area with these teams.
Yeah. Boy, when you look back, this has been one whale of a season for Metamora, and for us, and covering the boys' games, we covered the girls' games. Girls' games made great strides this year. Michaela Reedy has been fantastic with the girls' program.
Yeah,
they're on the verge of turning it around and being really good.
Absolutely, they've got nice players. We'll turn it over to the PA here.
So like we've said a lot this year, we're going to have a distinctive height advantage. I think Metamora's got to get off to a good start. Give us some confidence.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, we should be able to control the tip here and get in our offense. And, against Dunlap, we got the ball in the paint twice. The ball just didn't roll in. But to me, if we can get looks in the paint early, even if they don't fall, we start establishing that in the paint, that's going to be a good thing for us, So Spunk against Bucher here for the tip. Spunk controls to Greaves. And here we go. Zobrist brings it up. Started by Steffen. Morton's in the man-to-man. Brady Jones gets it to Ramage. Over to Greaves. Back to Zobrist. Greaves now guarded by Rugard. Ball goes down to Funk in the post. Spins against Goodeman with a right-handed hook. Zobrist comes in for the rebound.
A jump ball.
And jump ball is the call by the official, so it'll be Morton ball. But that's a good look. We got it down low. Nice little look. Zobrist is in there to rebound. You know what? That's exactly where we need to be attacking this team.
Yep. And I think that's going to start falling for Funk.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
They have there's no way they can stop that.
As we've got Goodeman guarded by Zobrist here. And Funk is guarding Bucher, it looks like.
Boker,
sorry. And then you've got Ramage is guarding Trip Rugard here. Brady Jones on Steffen. And Steffen will draw the blocking call against Jones, and he'll go to the line to shoot two here early.
That's kind of a bailout.
Yeah, tough one. There was contact there. As an official, you're always trying to protect the shooter. So I was an official for 8 years, Scotty, so I got to speak up for the officials here just a little
your
bit.
Brethren there.
That's
like
right.
My brother,
right.
I got to
We're all
for
zebras,
the
baby. Once you're a zebra, you keep that with you. You know what I mean?
Ball never lies.
There you go. I knew you were going there. Ball don't lie, right? That's great. Love it. Heard that a lot over the years watching my kids play, Morton opens up 1-0 with a little over 7 to go in the first. Goodeman guards Funk. Ball goes back out to Greaves. Greaves takes it down, kicks it out to Jones for three. Doesn't go. Long rebound to McKee.
Looked good, though,
McKee's on the run. It's down the lane, kicks it out to Goodeman for three. Doesn't go. Ball gets ripped down by Zobrist.
I think you can live with Goodeman shooting those threes. He's made some, but you still...
Yeah. Zobrist kicks it out to Ramage for three. Doesn't go. Again, you got some early game jitters here, totally expected. These guys aren't going to be right on from the start, just a lot of adrenaline rolling now.
That shot looked good, too, from Goodeman.
Yeah, it did. McKee for three, doesn't go. Boker gets the rebound and put back. Morton's up 3-0 here, 5:54 in the first. Zobrist takes it in on step and gets the layup.
That was easy.
That first step of Zobrist is really tough to stop. It's quick, and that 6'5" frame really covers a lot of ground in that first step. Now, Goodeman backs in on Zobrist, gets inside, lays it in. Goodeman uses his body pretty well down there in the paint.
He does. He's very crafty.
Yeah, you really got to have a guy on the backside of that kind of helping out. Goodeman guards Funk, sags off a little bit.
Birds need a bucket here.
There's McKee helping out on Funk. So they've really got a guy they're trying to help out on Funk anytime he gets the ball. Zobrist for three. Doesn't go. Greaves is in there. Just can't grab it. Goodman comes up with the rebound. Rugard against Ramage. Goodman now against Zobrist. Backs him down. Doesn't make it. Brady Jones battles for the rebound and controls it. Nice job by the freshman.
That's a nice, hard, physical rebound there.
Ramage gets it in the Funk. It's double teamed by McKee. Funk turns in. A lot of contact. Reeves now with the rebound. He'll pick up a foul against Poker. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
It looked like there was some contact there on Funk.
Funk, yeah, with Goodman. And, yeah, just, again, I think they're going to let them play. I don't think they're going to call it unless they have to. But, I would rather have the game go that way and let us be a little more physical and keep the athletes on the floor here.
First one's up and good.
Boker gets subbed out. That's number 11, Owen Adams.
Another good three-point
shooter. Potters. It'll be interesting to see what they do with Funk here because Funk was guarding Boker. So I wonder if they'll put him on Rugard here. Second one doesn't go. Saved to Morton, and here comes McKee. So here we go. Yeah, Funk is guarding Trip Rugard now. And again, I think that's just so that Funk can sag a little bit and kind of be a rim protector. Stefan now drives the baseline. Funk comes over and helps, blocks him. Recovered by Jones. Zobrist now for three. Doesn't go. Long rebound controlled by Jones. Loses it. Rugard now drives the lane, kicks it out. Doesn't go. Funk with the rebound. Zobrist now surveys his options and just decides to walk it up. Reeves now guarded by Rugard. Kicks it out to Ramage. Ramage drives in. Out to Greaves for three. Doesn't go. Adams with the rebound.
We've not gotten off to that hot shooting that we kind of hoped for.
Yeah, I just feel like this first quarter is going to be a real grind for us. Both these teams are just, they know each other well, but they're nervous. Big game for us, Rugard drives the lane, spins, kicks it out to Adams. Back to Rugard. Thought about the three. Not better, but there's McKee, shakes loose. Down Main Street for the layup. Morton up by 4 here. Funk now at the top of the key. Gets it to Zobrist. That's a screen for him. Zobrist for three. Short.
He's got to start hitting.
Controls it. Yeah, we didn't get a lot of movement there in that offensive possession. McKee for three. Jones with the backside board.
That was a rough shot for them.
Yeah, Greaves is doing a nice job staying close to McKee and really not letting him get set up. Ball goes into Zobrist. It's double team. A little fadeaway jumper.
There
it goes for him on the baseline. So Chris Mullins right there.
Boy, there's a name on the pass. St. John.
I think
you remember
he was
who played
too.
with?
Wasn't he a
Willie
lefty?
Glass and Bill Wennington.
Oh, Wennington. Love him. Ex-Chicago Bull. Got a couple rings on his finger. Rugard for three.
Oh, he got it.
Goes, and that'll be a problem if he hits that because right now we got Funk sagging off on him. So it gives Morton a 5-point lead here with under a minute. Greaves gets it to Zobrist. Back to Greaves. Greaves drives the lane. Layup won't go. Funk controls the rebound.
Oh, what a
for the
pass.
lay-in. Great
What a pass.
no-look pass by Jonah Funk there. Greaves for the layup. So 3-point game. I got to believe Morton's going to hold it for one here.
Yeah.
Rugard up in the circle here. Less than 15. Gets it to McKee. McKee thought about it. Now to Adams.
Oh, that's a good foul. That's a good foul.
By Ramage with 6.1 on the clock. And now Steffen comes out, and it's number 20, Colin Burns, comes in for Morton.
Hessing and Walker both come in for Ramage and Greaves.
Yeah, I got to believe we're going to take advantage of our foul situation here again, not let them get anything off. Rugard drives the lane, and it goes. And Morton will take a 5-point lead into the second quarter, up 12-7.
Take this time to thank our sponsors. Commerce Bank is proud to support the Metamora Redbirds. For nearly 160 years, Commerce Bank has been helping people find answers to their financial questions that matter most to them. If you have questions, give them a call. Easy Mortgage. Call Easy Mortgage today. Home loans made easy with rates that are a slam dunk. Goodfield State Bank, a true community bank, big enough to serve you, small enough to know you. Hanover's Pub, your favorite food and drinks every time you visit. See you on the square. Kirby Foods, be sure to check out their signature Kirby items in the deli and meat departments. Kirby Foods, it's proud to be 100% employee-owned. Mason Funeral Homes, proud supporter of the Metamora Redbirds. Well, Metamora will come out. They'll get the ball to start this second quarter, just like you got the ball to start the game, but we had that jump ball about a minute in.
A couple things didn't fall, but, the surprise is Trip Rugard with 5 points in that first half, leads all scorers here. But, boy, Scotty, look around the gym. It's standing room only in here. We got about 50, 60 people here up on the balcony, people up in the corners. So Zobrist drives down, gets in the lane. Gets it over to Greaves. Greaves drives the baseline. Out to Ramage. Ramage drives in.
Oh, nice go. That's a nice play by the
Nice
6'4"
job by the
senior.
Yeah, excellent work. Cuts the lead to 3. Ball goes down to Goodeman in the paint. Funk comes over to help, but Goodeman puts it in. Goodeman's crafty in there. Little double screen up high. Doesn't use it. Ramage now. Drives down. Gets it back out to Funk. It's a screen from Zobrist. Cuts the corner. Out to Funk for a jump shot. And it goes.
Oh, boy. That
Shooter's
climbed
roll.
in. Yep, that climbed in.
Keeps the game at 3 here. Burns now guarded by Jones. Goodeman now up top. Backs down on Zobrist. Funk there to help. Gets it out to Rugard. Adams now kicks it out to Goodeman. Now to Rugard. Rugard drives the lane. Kicks it out. McKee now for 3. Greaves with the rebound. McKee's 0 for 3. Not common. Zobrist for 3. Doesn't go.
He's got to start
with the rebound. Adams for 3. Long. Burns with the rebound and the putback on the backside. We really got to control the boards on the defensive side here. That's tough. Jones now gets it over to Greaves, over to Ramage. Now to Zobrist. Zobrist attacks. McKee comes over and helps. Out to Greaves for three. Doesn't go.
We're settling for
Burns,
threes.
Yeah, the Burns with the rebound. Yeah, we got to get our spacing a little better. They're jamming up in the lane a little bit too much, and we're not moving. We're looking kind of for a set. You know, we're looking for some size advantages, and Morton's doing a nice job helping out. Rugard drives under the lane, kicks it out to the wing. Burns now against Jones. Nice job by Jones.
That's a really nice defensive effort there.
Shuts him down, walls up, and gets the rebound. Adams now guarding Zobrist. They double team him on the screen. Ramage now thought about the three. Gets it over to Greaves. Ball goes into Funk. Gets a double team. Great basket dive by Colin Ramage there for the wide open layup. That's good basketball.
That's really good.
Your man goes and double teams somebody. You basket dive or you pop out for the open three. I love the basket dive. The three's just not going for the Birds right now, you know. Goodman gets it down in the corner against Zobrist. Funk stays in to help out. Ball goes out to Rugard for three. Doesn't go.
Oh, that's over the back.
And foul goes against Zobrist.
What?
And it'll be Metamora.
That was a
It'll be our
terrible
first
call.
foul of the quarter. And Morton to inbound underneath their own basket. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Steffen drives and picks up a foul. That goes against Greaves.
That's one on him, I think.
Steffen will go to the line to shoot two. Right now, Morton's spacing is a little better than the Redbirds. Scotty, you know what I mean? They've spread it out where they've got some nice driving lanes. You know, the Redbirds were just not spread out enough to where there's not those driving lanes. So, and they're doing a nice job double teaming Funk down there. So we got to spread the floor a little bit. We got to get a little better movement. Steffen makes it a 5-point game. 4 minutes to go here in the second.
I still don't get that foul there.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I'd have to look at it again, but it did look like Zobrist had the inside. But
there it is.
Greaves for three. Cuts the lead down to two. Jake Walker in the lineup now for the Birds. He replaced Ramage. Rugard now drives against Jones. Walker guarding Adams. Ball goes in to Goodman. He's wheeling against Zobrist. Takes it out to Rugard for three. And it goes. That's his second three of the game. Rugard's got 8 to lead all scorers here. Zobrist drives the baseline and draws the foul against Rugard.
That's only their first foul.
That was really the first time Zobrist had a lane to the basket without being double teamed.
Well, he had his first bucket was a clear lane to the basket and got that left
Yeah, I was in traffic in between some guys, but that, he got that baseline drive there where really there was no help down there. That might be something for the Birds to look at second half. Funk for three. Doesn't go. Greaves with the rebound. Goes up, gets fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Great rebound by Ashton Greaves.
Was a good, hard rebound.
For all the youngsters out there, see the way he kept the ball up? He didn't bring the ball down to get it dug out. He kept the ball up, took a bounce, used his footwork, and got in there for a nice shot. So excellent work by Ashton Greaves.
Yep.
Greaves makes them both, cuts the lead down to 3. And now Brady Jones subs in the game, replacing Funk.
Does Funk have 2 fouls?
No.
one. Oh,
He doesn't have any.
oh, okay.
Yeah, that foul on the baseline drive, that went against Greaves. The key against Walker. Gets it to Goodeman at the top of the key, guarded by Zobrist. Goodeman works his way down. Brady Jones is there to help. Tough shot by Goodeman there, just to go up and finish kind of a half hook, half jump shot. You know, that's really tough to stop. Zobrist for three.
Good!
It goes. Wow. That brought a little precipitation down with it. You know, that was that thing about hitting one of the rafters.
You know, we told him Zobrist has to start hitting one. I hope that gets him going.
Brings the lead to 2. Boker gets it to Goodeman now, guarded by Zobrist. That's a screen. Switches off with Jones. Goodeman with the fadeaway, gets it to go. He is such a unique player, Scotty.
Yeah.
The way he can work in the post there and really uses his pivot, soft touch. Tough kid to guard. Birds are moving here a little bit better, creating some space on the floor. Jones sets the screen for Zobrist. Zobrist drives baseline, draws the foul against Steffen.
That was a push. That was an outright push.
That'll be the first on Steffen. Third team foul for Morton. Redbirds to inbound underneath their own hoop. Ball goes into Zobrist. Back to Zobrist for three. And it goes. Wow. Matthew Zobrist cuts it to 1. A little over a minute to go here in the half. The Redbirds fans are on their feet. Fired up here.
As badly as we shot that first half, we're only down 1.
Looking for a defensive stop here, and Morton looks like they're almost happy to hold it here for 1 here. Goodeman guarded by Zobrist. Gets the ball to Steffen, guarded by Jones. Back to Goodeman, guarded by Zobrist. Goodeman drives the lane. What misses the layup? Zobrist with the rebound with 20 seconds to go.
Or spread it out.
Spread it out. Let Zobrist go to town here. But you got to create spacing because you know they're going to try to double team him. 5 seconds. Zobrist for 3. Off the front. Goodeman with the rebound. Gets fouled by Jake Walker.
But that's a good foul. That's only
Great
the
foul
fourth foul.
with 1 second to go. So that'll be the third team foul. Maybe just a second. So Morton to inbound here at on their own side. Burns now checks in the lineup for Steffen. Goodeman gets it, half court heave. Off the front.
Whoa.
So that'll do it for the half. Morton takes a 1-point lead into the half, 25-24 here in the regional championship at Dunlap.
Take this time to thank our sponsors. Metamora McDonald's. Get in and out quickly with McDonald's mobile order and pay at curbside pickup. Merrill Lynch, they're also our halftime sponsors. Local feeds with big company resources, big advice from small town advisors. The Room, located in Metamora, on the Metamora Square, is proud to be your local basketball headquarters. Warnsman Lawn and Landscapes. Take back your weekends with quality work from Warnsman Lawn and Landscapes, creating unique outdoor spaces for the whole family to use. Zobrist Insurance, your total insurance solution. We'll be back in just a minute with Alex Staub. Will give our halftime stats.
Contact Greg Harmon for an auto quote today.
Welcome to Kaufman Wellness Center.
I have struggled with back pain for many years. I've only had 7 decompression treatments, but I have already seen a huge improvement.
Throughout working and sports injuries and that type of thing, my body's been abused for well over 50 years, and Dr. Kaufman has kept me to where I could continue to work. I had had carpal tunnel, and once we started the laser light, that tingling and numbness was alleviated.
At Kaufman Wellness Center, your journey to wellness starts here.
101. You can do it. 102. We're not going to give up. We're never until we're strong and mighty and tough. These weights are going to be heavy, like a heavy job. So you're going to need to bring your muscles with you. Got it? Now let's get lifting some weights. Come on.
All right, we'll be back here with some halftime stats here and looking at the Potters first. Alex McKee, 2 points. Owen Adams, 1 foul, has not scored. Silas Steffen, 1 foul, 3 of 4 at the free throw line. The lone free throw shooter thus far for the Potters with 3 points. Colin Burns, 2 points. Trip Brugard tied for their leading scorer at the half, 2 threes, a foul, and 8 points. Cal Boker, 1 foul, 2 points. Wes Goodham in the other half of that tie for their leading scorer, 4 twos and 8 points. Hi, Daryl. Potters as a team, 8 twos, 2 threes, 3 of 4 at the line, 4 fouls, and 25 points. Redbird halftime box score looks like this. Ashton Greaves, 1-2, 1-3, 3 of 4 at the free throw line, 1 foul and 8 points. He's the lone free throw shooter for the Birds thus far. Matthew Zobrist, 2 twos, 2 threes, that big 3 there late in the half to cut it to a 1-score game. 1 foul and the leading scorer at 10 points. Colin Ramage, 1 foul, 2 twos, 4 points. Jonah Funk, 1-2, 2 points. Brady Jones, Jake Walker, both 1 foul, have not scored. Redbirds as a team, 6 twos, 3 threes, 3 of 4 at the line, 5 fouls, and a much improved second quarter from 7 points in the first to 17 points in the second for the Birds to set up the halftime score of Morton 25, Metamora 24. Briefly, if it hasn't been passed along already, in the opposing regional championship final score from Morris, Kankakee 85, Sterling 48. Take a break from the mic. Be back with the second half.
MTCO and digiMAX Sports would like to recognize a recent Metamora Redbirds scoring milestone. On January 20th of this year, Metamora's leading scorer this season, Matthew Zobrist, crossed the 1,000-point mark for his high school career. Congratulations to Matthew on this tremendous accomplishment, and best of success to you and the team over the remainder of the season. Go Redbirds! MTCO and digiMAX Sports would like to recognize a recent Metamora Redbird scoring milestone. On December 17th, Metamora's newest Redbird, Jonah Funk, crossed the 1,000-point mark for his high school career. A special welcome to Jonah, and congratulations on this tremendous career accomplishment. Best of success to you and the Redbirds over the remainder of the season. Go Birds!
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact Greg Harmon for your personal price plan today.
Welcome back to Dunlap. Metamora took that 1-point deficit into the halftime locker room, Randy, and I think, all things considered, Metamora's sitting pretty good right now.
Yeah. Zobrist hits a couple big shots. We didn't really move very well that first half, but I think we were looking at the matchups. We were looking to feed the ball into Funk and really get the ball using the height advantage. But at the end of that half, we started moving a lot better. Offense started hitting. We hit a couple threes. So I feel like the Redbirds, have a lot of upside here for us.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that all things considered, Metamora's got to be feeling pretty good about themselves right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Got to get Brady Jones on the scoreboard. He hasn't scored yet.
Absolutely. You got Zobrist has 10. Greaves has 7, which is great to see. And then you got Ramage with 4. Not sure. Funk's got 2. But for the story really is for Morton, Trip Rugard with 8 points in the first half. And he's typically not a scorer. He's usually more of a driver. Gets some layups and things off the fast break. So for him to have 8 for them, kind of a big deal. And then you got Goodman with 8, who he's always going to do his thing. But
it'll be Morton basketball to start this second half.
Just seems like more people keep pouring in the gym here, Scotty. Yeah. I don't know what the capacity here is, but we got a lot of people in this gym, and everybody's fired up and ready for the second half.
Metamora has not led in this game yet.
Yeah, they started out with a free throw and haven't looked back. Here we go. Ramage, Garden Rugard start out. Greaves on McKee, Funk, Garden Goodman.
Oh, good defense.
Nice job by Funk to wall up McKee now. Drives down in the lane, kicks it out to Goodman. Guarded by Funk. Rugard, guarded by Ramage.
I like that matchup.
Goodman now. Thought about the three, gets the screen from Boker, drives baseline.
Oh, that's great.
Zobers comes over and helps out. Spins in the lane, misses. Zobers comes over, gets the rebound. And
That's
boy,
great
Matthew
defense.
Zobers was not going to be denied that rebound. Man, got to love to see the fire out of Matthew Zobers coming in at halftime here.
Great defense by Funk, too.
Ramage for three, doesn't go.
Still looks good.
Yeah, Boker with the rebound, gets it over to Rugard. Yeah, that's a good look. Ramage can take that shot all game, and
He'll make most
we'll
of it.
have the advantage. Look at Greaves working on McKee. Could have been backing down Funk. Rugard thought about the three.
Oh, that's a travel, yeah.
Travel. Nice job by Colin Ramage to
Yeah.
wall up against Rugard. Tell you what, you have two really good defensive teams here. I mean, there's nothing easy on the floor for anybody here. Zobers brings it up against Steffen. Funk now gets it, hands off to Zobrist. Over to Ramage in the corner. Ramage drives the lane. Little spin on the baseline.
And nice.
Gets it to go. What a crafty move by Colin Ramage.
First
Wow.
lead of the game. First lead of the game for the
Yeah,
Redbirds.
Redbirds 26-25 here with a little over 6 to go, and the crowd erupts for Metamora. Rugard drives baseline, kicks it out to Boker. Goodman now backing down on Jones. Gets it out to Rugard for three. Off the front. Greaves with the rebound. Zobers now to bring it up against Steffen. Gets the screen from Ramage.
Oh,
and
boy.
Ramage gets called for the moving screen. And it'll be Morton ball.
It did look like he kind of leaned into him a little
He
bit.
just took a little step
Yeah.
to get position there at the end. I mean, that guy's got to be set. You can't move at all. It's really tough to do, but sometimes you got to let that guy just go. You know, you can't move at all. Double screen for Rugard. Hands it off to Adams. Out to Steffen. Steffen drives on Jones in the lane, and it goes off the glass.
Tough shot, though.
Real tough shot. Absolutely. Now they're double teaming Zobrist on the inbound. Now he gets it. Brings it up against Steffen. Couple lead changes here. Jones now drives baseline. Gets it back out to Zobrist. Jones sets the screen for Zobrist. Zobrist now almost gets doubled. Jones gets it over to Ramage. Now to Greaves into Funk. Funk spins baseline. Reverse layup. Beautiful footwork by Jonah Funk. Down the
Almost
paint for
stepped
the
out of
reverse
bounds.
layup. Morton down by one here with the ball. Ashton Greaves guarding McKee. Doing a great job. Steffen now. It goes. They set a screen there. They just lost track of him.
Well, they set a pretty good screen.
Morton up by one here. Funk sets the screen for Zobrist. Ball gets tipped. Knocked out by McKee. It'll be Metamora ball. Ball goes into Zobrist. Guarded by Steffen. Reeves come and gets it. Guarded by Rugard. Now goes into Jones. Out to Zobrist. Zobrist drives the lane. Gets blocked.
Yes.
And now they're going to call a block here on Goodman. And I think Zobrist is going to go to the line and do two.
Is that a makeup call?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I was watching up top. I wasn't watching what was going on down on the floor. And now
they're
I
calling
thought he was in a shooting motion, and now they're just getting the ball inbound. So I assumed that Zobrist would have 2 shots. Zobrist for 3. Doesn't go. Funk. Ball gets knocked around. Rugard comes up with it. Rugard attacks, and now he gets held by Ramage. And Morton inbound underneath their own hoop. Game's getting a little chippy here. Jake Walker to check in for the Redbirds.
That's 3 on Ramage.
Yep, Ramage has 3. He comes out of the game with 6 points for the Birds. And Morton to inbound.
I thought he had
goes
7
into
and a half.
McKee on the baseline. McKee gets free for the little kiss off the glass. And that gives Morton a 3-point lead.
I thought Ramage had 6 and a half or 7 and a half. And then he had a bucket.
Greaves had 7. Greaves had 7. I think he had 4.
Okay.
Then he had the bucket down here. But, yeah, tough one. Funk sets the screen for Zobrist. Zobrist gets in the lane. Jake Walker with the rebound. Pulls it out, gets it back out to Zobrist. Zobrist now drives the lane and draws the block against Steffen.
He wasn't square with him.
Yeah, that's a good call by the official. Yeah, Steffen did not have position in that case. And now Burns comes in the lineup. He replaces McKee for the Potters. And Zobrist shaken up just a little bit there. There's a lot of contact there. Kind of a football play almost, Scotty.
Birds need a bucket here.
Ashton Greaves was set to inbound for Metamora as they get the sweat towel off the floor. Greaves inbounds into Funk. Over to Zobrist. That's a screen for him. Zobrist for 3. Doesn't go.
Or hit the stanchion.
Over the backboard, and it'll be Morton ball.
Got to play some defense here, Randy. Got to play some defense.
Yep, every possession here is going to be so important the rest of the way. Jake Walker now. Guard strip Rugard. Jones against Steff, and Zobrist now guards Adams. And now Goodeman kicks it out in the corner to Burns. Burns drives baseline. Doesn't finish. Funk with the rebound.
That's good defense there.
Yeah, well, we left the ball, though. That's not supposed to do that, but somehow it worked out for us. Funk's at the high screen for Zobrist. And that is an interesting call there. We didn't have the angle. The official had the angle on the baseline, but what he's saying is that Zobrist extended. And I didn't see it from here, Scotty, but you know, he's got a different view of us. And so I'd like to see a replay on the baseline. But that's a tough call there. So Morton ball up by 3, and that's Zobrist's second foul.
Yeah.
Goodeman sets a screen for Rugard. Goodeman thought about the 3. Now he drives the lane, steps through, gets the layup to go.
Up 5.
Gives the Potters a 5-point lead here. Potters still in the full court. McKee now guards Walker, and Coach Dame will take a 30-second timeout here. The minute 29 to go in the third. Talk things over
we're
here.
fine.
So
We just need to get a bucket.
Yeah, pretty important possession here, and you know, 2 things haven't gone our way, and you know, we got to spread the floor. We got to get some movement here. You know, we're doing a lot of ISO stuff. It'd be nice to see us get a movement, kind of like what we did at the end of the second quarter there. You know, we started moving a little bit more, and that just opens things up for everybody. You know, right now, there's so much pressure again on Zobrist. Every time he's got the ball, guys are peeling off and doubling on him, and just makes it real tough for him to operate, you know. But you got to give credit to, you know, Goodeman. That last finish was pretty tough, you know, stepping through Funk and another player to make that layup. Goodman now in the double digits with 10 for the Potters.
Which seems like he's had more.
It does. It seems like he's got 20. Ball goes into Walker. Guarded by McKee. Back to Zobrist here. Guarded by Adams. Now to Greaves. Over to Walker. Over to Jones. Back to Walker. Over to Greaves. Down to Brady Jones.
Oh.
Clothesline by Goodman. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That's a beautiful play by Metamora.
Yeah, great. I love the movement there. You know, when the Redbirds start moving, really hard to keep up with them, you know. And, again, you've got 5 guys on the floor that are highly capable of putting the ball through the hoop. Freshman is in the scoring column here.
Who'd they call? They didn't call that on Goodman.
That was on Goodman. That was on 32. So the officials now are talking. But, yeah, that was clearly on 32. There we go. Wow. That is poor officiating.
20 wasn't even close.
That is poor officiating right there. They definitely got the wrong guy. That's disappointing from this crew.
Yeah.
It's a good crew out here, but that's disappointing. A little over a minute to go. Morton up by 3. Brugard drives the lane against Walker and loses the ball out of bounds, and it'll go to Metamora. Now Boker checks back into the game for Morton. He comes in for Goodman. Zobrist now gets the ball against Adams. Under a minute to go here in the third. Jones sets a screen for him. Zobrist drives baseline and just loses the handle. It went kind of right into Boker there, and Trip Brugard picks it up. Brugard now guarded by Walker. Less than 30 seconds to go in the quarter. And Morton will take a timeout here with 27 on the clock. Morton 33, Metamora 30. So I got to believe they're going to hold for 1 here, Scotty. You know,
I think that Zobrist thought that somebody was going to cut down the lane.
Yeah, he anticipated a basket dive there because he kicked that out, and it really hit Boker right in the numbers. You know,
Yeah.
Boker was kind of thinking, what's this? And then it bounced around, and Brugard picked it up. But yeah, that was an unfortunate possession there for the Birds. So we just got to have clean possessions. I mean, you know, think about it. We didn't really get a shot that possession, right?
No.
I mean, you got to at least get a shot when you got the ball in offense. So the Birds do have a foul to give here, Scotty. With 3 fouls on the board here with 27 to go. So Goodman subs back into the game. He replaces, looks like Steffen on the offensive side here. And Boker's out as well. So you got McKee, Burns, Adams, Brugard, and Goodman for the 5 for Morton. And Metamora's got Jake Walker out there guarding Trip Brugard with 4 starters. Down to 12. Goodman sets a screen, gets it back, drives the lane, gets knocked away by Jake Walker. Jake Walker pulls up, doesn't go. Oh, Funk is right there for the rebound. At the end of 3, Morton 33, Metamora 30.
Take this time to thank our sponsors. Commerce Bank, from setting short-term goals to planning for your future. If it matters to you, it matters to us. Commerce Bank, member FDIC. Easy Mortgage, dropping slam dunk rates for home loans, not the ball. Goodfield State Bank, a true community bank, big enough to serve you, small enough to know you. Hanover's Pub, your favorite food and drinks every time you visit. See you on the square. Kirby Foods, be sure to check out their signature Kirby items in the deli and meat department. Kirby Foods is proud to be 100% employee-owned. So we start this fourth quarter, be Redbird ball coming out of that quarter break. We're in good shape, Randy.
Yeah, it's a low-scoring game for both of these teams, and I think the Redbirds just need to move a little bit, fire up the offense, and just get going here. We got to be on the attack. Ashton Greaves drives the lane, gets it down to Ramage for the reverse layup. Beautiful. Brings the game to 1. 33-32. Morton. Love the movement there, though, Scotty. You know, Redbirds start moving, our size starts coming into play for us, you know. Goodeman against Funk. And they'll get a foul here on Funk, and Goodeman will go to the line to shoot 2. And, his arms came down just a little bit there.
Yep.
So, that little bit Goodeman took advantage of. But, otherwise pretty nice defense there to wall up, and he just had to go straight up, sit back. Boker now checks back into the lineup for Morton, and he'll replace Adams.
And he gets them both, goes back to a 3-point lead. Metamora needs a bucket. We can't have any empty trips.
Yep. Morton now a little zone press here, changing things up. Ball gets reversed to Zobrist for 3. Off the front. Ball gets tipped around. Stephan comes up with it out to Rugard.
And
throws it out of bounds. So it'll be Metamora ball coming back. Little break for the Redbirds there. And you got to like the 3 by Zobrist there. They're in the zone and had an open look. He's got to take that shot. That's a good look for him.
Yep, I agree.
Morton now back in the man. Greaves with the backdoor cut. Gets to the lane and
Goodwood
gets fouled.
That was
over the line.
Great
complete
give
the
and go.
old-fashioned 3. But, yeah, I love the cut. We had 4 guys across the top. Now that lane's wide open to cut and get a layup. Nice set by the Redbirds. Ashton Greaves doesn't convert. Stephan with the rebound. Morton still up by 1. Little back door here to McKee. Doesn't go. Ramage with the rebound.
Metamora got a little bit of a break there because that was a good cut to the basket.
Yeah, it was. Ramage now against McKee. Spins and just
traveled.
Yep, loses his footing. And that'll be a turnover. It'll be Morton ball. I mean, I love that aggressive move by Ramage, but they did, they collapsed down on him. This Morton team really does a nice job help side. They come over and all of a sudden you're pivoting between 2 guys. That's really tough to do. It's almost like you want to pass out of that before you get that deep. McKee now has it against Greaves. Ball gets reversed to Goodeman, now to Rugard.
Was that ball tipped right there?
Yeah, it wasn't intended. Stephan now gets it stripped. Funk with the recovery.
Was that Ashton Greaves?
I think that was Greaves that reached in there and knocked it away when he brought it down. So nice defense by Greaves. Ramage now has it on the wing. Funk now in the short corner. Gets it knocked away by Goodeman. Now back to Funk. Turns in the lane. Step through. Left hand finishes and gets fouled by Goodeman. Hopefully they report 32. There we go. That's what we want to see. So that's his second foul. Really should be his third.
Yeah.
And so Funk will go to the line here.
I love the fact that it got knocked out of Funk's hand. Ashton Greaves got it right back down to that low block.
Yeah, and I love the way Funk, he's got such long strides. When he spins like that, he covers so much ground. Really tough to guard for the 6'10" frame. Funk.
Largest lead of the game.
Biggest lead of the game at 2 right now. Redbirds up 37-35. 5:40 to go here in the contest. Goodman now gets it on the block against Funk. Zobrist comes over to help. Stefan now kicks it over. That's Adams. Doesn't go. Funk with the rebound. Controls it. And he picks up a foul. And this foul is going to go against Goodman. And that is
4.
Well, they're just saying number 2 here. Hold on a second. I thought it was 3 at least.
Should be 3.
Yeah, wow. Okay, somehow I lost track. Whew, my bad. Zobrist now leaves it for Funk. Kicks it out to Jones for 3. Doesn't go. Stefan with the rebound to Rugard. Rugard's on the run here. Goodman thought about the 3. Now guarded by Ramage. He backs him down. Funk now recovers. Rugard now gets in the lane and puts it up and really gets bailed out by the official there. And that's going to go against Ramage.
That's 4.
Yeah, that's number 4 on Ramage. Jake Walker at the scorer's table. Waits to check in. I got to believe he's going to go in for Ramage here.
For sure.
That's a tough call there.
Yeah.
So Walker comes in for Ramage here. Rugard has a chance to tie it up here with the free throw. It doesn't go, and Funk with the rebound, and he tries to bounce it off Goodman. Goodman collects it and gets a layup, and now Morton's got a 1-point lead. Funk must have been going out of bounds there and thought he could throw it off his foot. And you got to give credit to Goodman there. You know, soft hands and just pick it up and free layup. Walker now gets picked by Rugard. And Rugard gets fouled by Greaves, and what a hustle by Ashton Greaves to get down the floor and, you know, force Rugard to miss the layup, but almost had a chance to block that. So excellent hustle by Ashton Greaves.
We can't be foolish. You know, now it's going to be a 2-point lead.
Had a couple careless mistakes here. We got to tighten things up here. Rugard makes them both. Rugard now has 11 for the Potters. Ball goes into Funk here against the press. Out of Zobrist. Metamora's down by 3 here.
Got to get a bucket. Got to get a bucket here, Randy.
Yep. We get some movement. Greaves now against Rugard. Drives the lane. Gets it out to Brady Jones. Back to Greaves. Brady Jones now in the corner. Greaves has it. Gets a screen from Zobrist, and Coach Dame will take a timeout here.
We got plenty of time.
So that's a good timeout. You know,
That's
let's get collected and let's run a play. Let's get an open look, little backdoor cut. You know, something open here. So.
And we got plenty of time.
Yeah, you know, a little under 4 on the clock.
We're only down by 3 right now.
Down by 3, and yeah, just a couple unfortunate situations there, but nothing we can't fight through. Well, Scotty, I think this is kind of what we expected, is back and forth. You know, there's probably been about 6 or 7 lead changes, and both these teams have high potential. You know, whoever wins here tonight should have a chance to really make a deep run. You know what I mean?
And it's going to be close because you got to go to Washington.
Yeah. Ball goes into Zobrist in the backcourt. They'll bring it up. Greaves sets the screen. Zobrist pulls up for three, and Greaves wants to touch the end line on the attempt to save, and it'll be Morton to inbound.
Heidi, he missed that by 4 feet.
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty deep on that shot, so I would have liked to see us going at the rim a little bit more, trying to get something in the paint.
Got to play some really good defense here.
Yeah, Goodman now. Rugard. Just to Adams. Now to McKee. Coach wants an illegal screener. Ball gets knocked away from McKee. Recovered by Brady Jones. And the Redbirds have another chance here to cut into the 3-point lead. Double screen up top for Zobrist. Gets it to the corner to Jake Walker. Backdoor cut.
Yeah.
From Greaves, who gets fouled, and he'll have a chance to tie it up here with the old-fashioned three. I think that foul's going to go against Rugard, I believe. Yep. It'll be Rugard's third foul. Greaves ties it up at 40. 2:56 to go here in the fourth. And the crowd is getting fired up here, Scotty. We just went up a few decibels. Goodman now against Funk. Drives the lane. Little fadeaway jumper, and it goes. Ball goes into Zobrist now against Stephan. Redbirds down by 2. Jake Walker sets the screen for Zobrist. Now to Funk. Back to Zobrist. Funk sets the screen. Zobrist now reverses over to Greaves. Into Funk now. Funk now. It's held up back to Zobrist. Now sets the screen for Zobrist. Zobrist drives the lane. Out to Greaves for 3. Go! Goes! And Redbirds have a 1-point lead here, 43-42, with under 2 minutes to go in the fourth. Big shot by Ashton Greaves. Rugard now guarded by Zobrist. Funk now. Guards Goodman. Goodman backs him down. Jones comes over to double. Forces the ball out of his hand. McKee now. Tries lane and
Morton will take a timeout.
Coach Zeller will take a timeout. A minute 14 to go here. Morton's down by 1 with the ball. Wow. God, it just keeps getting warmer in here by the minute. I don't know about you. Man.
We've been here. We've been
here before. No question about it.
Up at the Jack Tosh with Evanston. We've had a lot of 1-point ball games, tight ball games. Our kids are comfortable with this.
Absolutely. So, Goodman's got 16 for Morton. Trip Rugard with 11. How about Ashton Greaves leading the Redbirds with 15 points right now?
Yeah, he's been a stud.
He's really stepped up and not only on the offensive side, but he's guarding McKee, and he's held McKee to 5 points at this point. That's got to be one of McKee's low-scoring games of the season right now.
Got to play some tough defense right here.
Yeah, Birds need a stop here. Ball goes into Goodman. Gets knocked away by Zobrist, and Funk recovers. Redbirds have it with a 1-point lead here. Greaves now gets double teamed. Back to Zobrist. Ball gets knocked away. Rugard has it to McKee. Back to Rugard. Now it gets knocked out of bounds.
Yeah,
off Rugard. It'll be Metamora ball. Wow. Oh, my goodness.
Metamora takes a full timeout.
Coach Dame takes a full timeout here. With under a minute to go. 54.8 on the clock. Redbirds to inbound underneath their own hoop. And Morton's going to throw a full-court press here, even more intense than what they're usually doing. But
what a job by Ashton Greaves to get back on defense and
Yeah.
force that turnover.
Absolutely. You know, Rugard really had a 2-on-1 with McKee. And you're right. Greaves comes in and just doesn't give up, you know, and he's done that a couple times tonight, you know. When Rugard got the steal, he went and contested, you know. Looks like he was shot out of a cannon. I'd like to see his 40 time on that, you know. Like to see him. We need a wide receiver. We should have had him playing wide receiver this year, Scotty. You know what I mean?
He's got Tom Hagen speed.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I started calling him Lightning Greaves out there, man. That was intense. But yeah, Ashton, love his effort tonight, man. He wants this game. You know, you love to see these seniors step up in moments like this.
It'll be Redbird ball after the timeout. It's going to be a free throw contest.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Morton's got 4 fouls, so if they foul us, we're going to the line. Ball goes into Funk. Now to Greaves. Greaves has it on the wing, gets doubled, back to Funk. Now to Brady Jones. Brady Jones, the layup doesn't go. And now they're going to call a foul on Ramage. And that's going to be number 5 on Ramage. Now, no shot for Morton, because that's our 4th foul. But now Jake Walker will replace Ramage, and now Morton has the ball with 42.7, down by 1.
And both teams are shooting free throws.
We just got to play defense. Yeah, every foul is free throws. And now Morton is going to call timeout here with 37.6 to go. And what do you do here, Scotty? You know, you're down by 1. Do you hold it, try to get the last shot?
I think they got to work it around and try and get it into Goodeman.
Yeah, let Goodeman wheel one-on-one.
And you got to play great defense. You got to have that guy come over. And
you can't foul.
No.
You can't send him to the line.
Nope.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But I got to believe, you know, we've got to double-team Goodeman at this point. You know, as effective as he's been
I think
one-on-one
we got to keep doing what we've done.
Yeah, you got to keep Funk on him because he's really tough to shoot over. But I think you've also got to have someone come and peel out. If he puts that ball down on the ground, you want to have a guard come and peel that ball out of his hand. I think that's about the only way to stop him is to throw a double team at him. Otherwise, he backs you down. And, you know, you've seen what he's done, you know, again, playing against the guy, giving up, you know, what's good of him, 6'5", 6'4", 6'5", and you're playing against a 6'10" guy. He's still able to get a fadeaway jump shot over him, you know.
So, you know what? I think they're going to try and score early. That way, then, if they miss, it gives them a chance.
Yeah, just extend the game, additional possessions. Okay. Looks like they're probably going to set a double screen here, have Goodeman come up. No, Rugard comes up and gets it. Goodeman now gets the ball at the top of the key. Gets the ball to the wing to McKee. Back to Goodeman against Funk. Now to Rugard. Now Stephan comes up, sets a screen for Rugard. Ball goes down to Goodeman. He loses the ball. Funk jumps on it, and they get a jump ball, and it's going to be Morton possession. Wow. Goodeman was thinking about his next move before he caught that ball. So Morton to inbound with 15 seconds underneath their own hoop, down by 1. And a little sweat on the floor there to be expected in the fourth quarter. Boy, these two teams have battled tonight, Scotty.
Oh, man.
What do they say on ESPN? Instant classic, right? McKee gets it for 3 out of the corner. Doesn't go. Dobers with the rebound, gets fouled immediately. Dobers will go to the line to shoot 2 here with 11.2.
He's got to make both. He's
up
got to
by
make
1.
both.
Yes, if he makes these, this gives the Redbirds a real good shot to put this thing away. But you still got 11 seconds. That's a lot of time in a game like this. So it's not over until it's over.
That's why they took that shot early. Now they've got time, even if he makes them.
Yep.
All right, step away. I like that. Step away from the line.
Yep. Get your breath. Relax.
Oh, that's a big one because now
it's 2-point lead for the Birds here. Chance for 3. Zobrist makes it a 3-point game now. And now the Redbirds take a timeout here.
Great timeout.
11.2, up by 3. And I got to believe we're going to put some full court token pressure on just to slow them down a little bit, use as much clock as possible. Now they don't have a chance to really get a good look here. So, but you can't foul them, or can you?
Whoa, yes,
right?
you can.
Can you here? Because, you don't want to put them at the line, but if they come down here to get a 3 up, you can grab them before they shoot. You got to be real careful. You got to foul them early while they're getting into a play.
Before they shoot that 3 attempt.
Put them at the line to shoot 2.
Yep.
And then you got to get the rebound on the second free throw, Wow. What a game here, Scotty.
Woo.
What a game.
What a game. Oh. Woo.
What do you call this, Scotty? Is this a Donnybrook?
This is a Donnybrook.
Right. I got to Wikipedia that on my phone after the game here.
That's an old Pat Ryan line.
All right.
You always called him a Donnybrook.
I'm sure Pat Ryan has a lot of classic lines that we could go over.
Yeah, if the river don't rise, Lord willing.
The creek don't rise and the Lord willing, the Redbirds will come out of here with some hardware. Here they go. Britt Rugard brings it up against Walker.
And now they take another timeout with 6 points. That's a good timeout.
Morton takes a timeout here to set something up with 6.7. They'll inbound it right in front of their bench. Full timeout. So what do you do here, Scotty?
I think I tell you what, I play good defense, and then they're going to try for the 3, so I foul him before he gets the ball. Or as soon as he catches it, you hack him.
Yeah, looking at time, they have a chance to get it off. McKee's kind of their guy. He's not been on tonight.
Or Trip Rugard. You got anybody.
Rugard hit him tonight.
All of them.
And then, Goodeman's capable of hitting a 3. So, I got Adams out there. Stepping to inbound. He's probably taking the least amount of 3s in this 5 that Morton's got on the floor right now. So, Jones sags off the inbounder down by the 3-point line.
Metamora takes a timeout.
We got the chess match going here now. This is absolutely a game of chess, right?
I like our chances when it gets to this point.
Yeah. So Coach Tame has certainly had a lot of experience in situations like this. So
Tom Hagan, our producer, he's sweating. So he's down to birth weight.
Birth weight. Wow, that's pretty harsh. Birth rate. Wow, or wait, that's man. I don't know if that's a good thing, Scotty. Get down to birth weight, man. I want the guy to look good and everything, but come on.
Whew.
Here we go.
I like Dame. He's taking every second of that timeout.
He is. He absolutely is. Yeah, Morton's out there. They know what they're doing. They're probably running the same play that they had set up before. So, yeah, now I wonder if he puts a guy up on the ball here just to try to not let them get. Now he's not, just still sagging back, protecting the 3-point line. Sometimes you put a guy up on the ball just to try to tip the ball in the inbound, not let them go where they want to go. Here he goes. Yep. Now he's bringing them up on the ball, which I think is a good move. Now they can't get as good of a pass inbounds. It's not as crisp. Brady Jones, 6'5" frame. Ball goes out to Rugard.
They
grabbed
that's
by Zobrist immediately. And now Rugard will go to the line here to shoot 2 with 4.6 on the clock. So now you got to hit the first one. Now you got to try to miss the second one and get the rebound.
That's what Metamora did to them back in the COVID year. Solomon Suarez hits a 3 to win it.
Wow. Yeah, so you got to have this rebound on the second shot. Brugard makes the first, cuts it down to a 2-point game here with 4.6. And now you have to have this rebound if you're Metamora. Misses it short. Goodeman gets it, and now they call a foul. And Goodeman will go to the line to shoot 2 with 3.2 to go here. Foul goes against Jones. That'll be his second. And he's got a chance to tie here if he makes them both. They're backing Jake Walker here off the circle. And now Zobrist is going down low to rebound here. Across from Funk, sends Brady Jones out. Check out the shooter. Goodeman. This is the first.
He missed it.
Wow. So
now
we're in the same situation that we just were, Scotty. So now they're bringing in Boker to rebound. So now they've got to miss this, and they've got to get the rebound and try to get a putback. So we're in the same situation that we were 3 seconds ago.
Woo!
Wow. This is a double Donnybrook, Scotty. Man. There it is. And ball gets tipped up. And game is over. Redbirds win the regional title here at Dunlap. 45-43. What a game. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Man.
Wow, what a ball game.
What a game. Both teams just played unbelievable. Man.
Well, we'll take a timeout. Well, we weren't going to take a timeout. Alex Staub will come over to do
some statistics for us here. And we'll be back in a little while with an interview with Coach Dame after we do some stats and give Alex a little time to figure some things up.
Welcome back to Dunlap. We're here with Metamora head coach Justin. Coach, what a gutty performance by your kids tonight.
Heck yeah. Down back and forth the whole game, and they kind of took a little bit of a lead there late. Matthew wasn't playing great. Couldn't make shots that we normally make. Stepped up and made some huge plays. Jonah with some big finishes, some rebounds, good scores around the basket. He did a great job on Wes Gudeman in the second half. Everybody stepped up tonight.
Yeah, what a great game. Ashton Greaves, two plays really stand out to me. When there's a turnover, Trip Rugard gets a wide open layup, and Ashton Greaves just flies out of a cannon there. Almost gets the block, gets called a foul, but challenges that. And then the same thing at the end of the game down there. They get the ball, and Ashton Greaves is right there in the middle of it. You got to love that effort from a senior saying, hey, refuse to lose, baby.
That's some great thing about having so many seniors, man. They don't want their careers to end. We had 6 seniors play tonight, and they gave it everything they had. I really thought the best thing Ashton did all night was he was all over Alex McKee.
Yes.
The kid's a really good player. He got snubbed. He should have been first team all-conference. For some reason, he didn't make it. Averages 15 points a game. He's 46% from the three, 92% on the free throw line. Held him to 5 points. That was the key tonight.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I thought your big guy, this guy that just walked behind you, Jonah Funk, what a ball game. When you needed some points, but you could go to him and you could get some points. He had some great moves underneath.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did a great job of not settling for fadeaways and long hook shots. He was getting to the basket, up and under, spin moves. Just an awesome second half from him. We challenged him a little bit at halftime. He didn't have a great first half defensively, and so we decided to put him on Gudeman instead of being the help guy, and he took on that challenge and played well on both ends.
Coach, it's nice to be moving on, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, you know it.
And then you get to play this next week in Washington.
That's our second home, man.
You played more games there.
Yeah.
I think you played as many games there this year as you did at home at Stepke Gymnasium.
Not quite. We had 9 home games, but
well, one
5.
of them was that. Yeah.
9 home games. Joey's loving it too.
Oh yeah.
Coach, congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
It's going to make for a nice weekend.
Oh yeah.
Great W,
We're
Coach.
playing kickball or wiffle ball tomorrow. I don't know what it is.
Nice.
All right. We'll send it back up to the top for the post-game stats and what a game though, Randy.
What a game. Wow.
That'll do it from down here on the floor. We'll be back in just a minute.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Randy. Into the game stats here. We'll start with Morton, who finishes the season 25-7. Alex McKee, 1 foul, 2 twos, 4 points. Owen Adams, 1 foul, did not score. Silas Steffen, 3 fouls, 2 twos, 3 of 4 at the line, 7 points. Colin Burns, 1 foul, 1 2, 2 points. Trip Rugard, 3 fouls, 1 2, 2 threes, 4 of 6 at the line, 12 points. Cal Boker, 1 foul, 1 2, 2 points. Wes Gudeman was their leading scorer on the night. 2 fouls, 7 twos, 2 of 4 at the line. Those 2 missed there. Could have sent it to overtime, but sets the final score. Wes was 16. Potters as a team, 14 twos, 2 threes, 9 of 14 at the line, 12 fouls, and 43 points. Redbird final box score, now 27-6 on the year. 2 in double figures, starting with Ashton Greaves, leading scorer on the night. 2 fouls, 3 twos, 2 threes, 4 of 6 at the line, 16 points. Matthew Zobrist, 3 fouls, 2 twos, 2 threes, 2 of 2 at the line, 12 points. Colin Ramage fouled out, 4 twos, 8 points. Jonah Funk, 1 foul, 3 twos, 1 of 1 at the line, 7 points. Brady Jones, 2 fouls, 2 of 2 at the line, 2 points. Jake Walker, 1 foul, did not score. Redbirds as a team, 12 twos, 4 threes, 9 of 11 at the free throw line, 14 fouls, and 45 points. We will send it back down to the floor. Scott Kirker and Randy Begole with Ashton Greaves.
Welcome back to Dunlap once again. We're here with Ashton. And what a ball game. What you have, 15 points, but defensively, wow, you held Makita, I think, 5 points. Yeah, great game tonight.
Thank you.
One of the things that, we were, there was a couple of times we needed big buckets. We needed a 2, preferably a 3. You hit a couple threes. Big, I think both of them were game-tying buckets. Were you feeling it a little bit better tonight?
Oh, yeah. Shot's been feeling really good lately. Last game it didn't really show, but this game it showed. I've been working a lot on it, so for these moments right here. They were guarding Matthew super hard, so they weren't even really guarding me. So,
Ashton, tell me about the fire in your belly tonight. You know, there's 2 plays I made. I think I called you lightning grease on the air here, but, you know, there's 2 plays. Rugard gets a steal up here, and you just come back and try to block a shot. You got called for the foul, but you make him earn it. And there was another play at the end of the game. They had a 2-on-1. You got in there, mixed it up, knocked it off him. We get the ball. 2 huge plays. To me, I'm seeing a senior that says, hey, man, I'm refusing to lose this thing. So tell me what was going on.
you pretty much hit the nail on the head. Knowing that the season could end at any moment, you cherish every moment out here. So, fast break, I'm getting back as fast as I can. I'm trying to get a stop. Every bucket matters, so I don't want to give up any.
I love it. I loved your effort tonight, and offensively you just flowed and things look good. So well done. Well done.
Thank you.
You probably have a very proud grandpa sitting at home tonight, don't you? Yeah, that was a great game tonight. You get to live to play another game. You play at Washington against Kankakee, another really good, outstanding team. Probably they don't know a whole lot about them, but it's nice to know that you get to basically play on your second home floor.
Yeah, really big. I mean, we play the TOC. We play our first, 4 or 5 games up there.
Yeah.
And then we play at Washington 6 games, so we're pretty used to that court.
This will be 7, and you only played 8 home games this year, so you got to be getting pretty used to playing at Washington. Coach, congratulations. Great game tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job, Ashton.
Thank you.
I think that'll do it from Dunlap tonight. I want to thank Jonathan Stahlberg, my partner broadcasting, Randy McGoll, Mike Kirker on the camera, Tom Hagan producing. Great game tonight. We'll see you Tuesday night in Washington.